Hey friends, I'm Fernie, aka frinhyooman.
And I'm Slappa.
And this is Vibes N Delites. Hey y'all, it's episode number what?
69.
Nice.
Nice!
Nice! It's like that meme, like that gif where he's like, no. Yes, I use that so much at work. I don't even think people no, I hate that dude's like a horrible person now because he had some good gifts and he makes good movies. Fucking asshole. Anyway, all right, guys. So today we're on episode 69. Nice. We're going to tell some crazy stories, okay? So I want you to grab your vibes and delights, okay? And I want you get ready. Okay, just get ready because we gonna tell some damn stories, okay? We gonna tell some of these stories. Now listen. First, I found some Ask Reddit topics because I wanted to just see what people were saying. Does anyone have a funny or awkward one night stand story? So I saw that question and then I posed the question also to my Discord server. Join the Discord. Show us your pets, of course.
Show me your pets.
Show them to me. And then we'll post them here on the podcast. So show me your pets. And plus, whenever you're having a really rough day in the Discord server, I definitely be scrolling on them pet photos and videos, man. Because it's just really nice and just calming. It's like watching cat videos on the internet. You know what? I'm gonna do one easy one. And then we'll get into a scary one. And then we'll get into an easy one. And then another scary one.
So, it's supposed to be nice, okay? What is happening?
We're gonna do scary and nice. Yes. So this first story, just a good awkward icebreaker. My best friend got very intoxicated and went to a random's house and slept with him. When she woke up, she had no idea where she was, but she could see the guy in the kitchen cooking breakfast for them. To top it all off, she had started her period, and his white sheets were covered in blood. She couldn't sneak past him to get the fuck out of Dodge, so she climbed out the window. It's a funny story now, but obviously at the time she was pretty distraught about the possible danger of the situation and changed her binge drinking habits. Story and awkwardness.
Okay, but what if the guy made like a nice breakfast and then like got a plate and was like, good morning? And
I bet you he was devastated.
Bloody sheets in an open window. I would be freaking the fuck out, honestly.
I wish there was an update. All right, now I want Slappa
I get to read the bad ones, I guess.
No, you're just gonna read this.
No, that's how we're doing it.
Here we go.
Here we go. I was in Tokyo. We were just talking about voice actors and Chris Pratt and shit.
So people are mad about some movie that's coming out and like Will Ferrell's in it and like a whole bunch of like big name actors and musicians and stuff, and people are mad and are like, well, why don't they just hire regular voice actors? I know what you mean by that, but those people are voice actors. Like, I'm not a Will Ferrell fan by any mean, but they are. Look at Megamind. Look at, what was the other one? Because I sure didn't remember. Oh, I forgot about the oblongs. Oh my gosh. So, Slappa was talking about...
They got Flea. I trust him, okay? That's a voice actor.
Okay, he was Donnie Thornberry.
Nobody else can do Donnie like that.
Yeah.
Okay? But people are like, can we get real voice actors? Like, all these people have been voice actors.
Yeah. But anyway.
It's not Chris Pratt.
Well, Slappa was like, at least they're real voice actors and they're not just like Chris Pratt, who's just like, look, it's me, I'm an Italian man.
Hey, I'm Mario. I'm a plumber and I'm Italian and I jump down pipes sometimes. What's up, guys?
He was
it's a me.
It's a me, a white guy.
Right.
Sorry, I just had to bring that
up. My bad.
Here we go.
Stop. I was in Tokyo for New Year celebration. I went to another town called Kobe with a friend. Got really drunk. Somehow ended up in a basement bar without my friend.
Trigger warning, guys.
What?
Trigger warning. Go.
What's the trigger warning?
Go.
Not even I was warned. I'm sorry, guys. There's a guy talking to 2 Japanese girls. I talked to one of the girls. No idea how I ended up in the guy's apartment. The girl and I get a room. Lights off. Got the deed done. Morning gets really weird. The girl hurriedly gets up, gets her friend, and gets out. Since I did not know the guy who was still sleeping, I feel weird and get out after some time. Very much hungover, and in winter, it was still dark. Get my hands out of the coat pocket to call my friend to meet me at the station, and this is where it gets really. My right hand has a lot of blood. The girl was on her period. I felt like throwing up. Later came to know that there was a term for this in Japanese. Kekameo. Ketchup-mayo. Ketchup and mayonnaise. What's with the period stories? You pick these?
It was on this icebreaker. But it's crazy though, because like being on your period is not that serious. Like, he wants to throw up. I do think it's funny as fuck that there's a whole term for it. There's a genre of kink for that, and I just think that's hilarious.
That's a pretty good term.
Yeah.
It really is.
It really is. It reminds me of this whole hilarious video I saw on TikTok the other day. This poor white man was walking his dog, and his dog is a black dog, like it's some sort of lab or something. Well, he encounters some black children, and the children were like, "Oh, he's black. What's his name?" And then he was like, Ronald or something. And then the kids were like, "Oh, but he's black though, so why don't you call him Blackie?" You know? And this poor white guy had to carefully explain, we should probably not call him that because, he's a little older. He's already got his name. He knows his name. He's already got all his paperwork. It'd be really hard to change his name. And then they were like, "I mean, but he is though." And then there were like black moms in the comment section, and they were like, "If I could have been a fly on the wall." Also, I really appreciated that man for taking care of those small black children and keeping them innocent just a little longer. That shit had me cracking up. But all right, so with that was the icebreaker. We got some personal write-ins too. Let's give Slappa a redemption, okay? Because I know he did not like that story. But there's an even cuter one. Okay, so here's a nice one. Nice one for Slappa. I miss boobs.
I think I miss my boobs.
No.
I miss boobs. The title explains itself. Well, we're done here then. I get it, bro. I miss boobs. I, 27 female, have never been with a man before. I used to exclusively date women. Recently, I got into a friends with benefits situation with one of my male friends, 26. And it was an experience. I'm a bisexual woman with a strong preference for women. Though I do have some interest in men, I'm a pure switch. I love being either top or bottom. I don't know if that's relevant, but I'll just put it out there.
Okay.
So far, I've enjoyed the friend with benefits situation, but every time we have sex, I just miss boobs. I miss the look, the feel, the taste, literally everything. No man could provide the same kind of satisfaction that comes from boobs. A dick just isn't visually pleasing. That's all I gotta say. Thanks. I didn't expect this post to get so much attention.
Because it's relatable.
We all miss boobs. Can't the world just get together and just agree we all miss boobs and let's take care of each other so we don't miss any boobs?
Boobs.
Boobs for president.
Moobs.
Boobies. Make that a reality. All right. This was truly just me getting something off my chest.
Oh, really?
To clarify, I just broke up with my long-term girlfriend of almost 5 years, and I'm definitely not ready to jump into a new relationship yet. This friend with benefits situation is just for fun while I take time to be okay again. So for now, I'm going to work with what I got, the absence of boobs. It's just a temporary thing. A little story I thought was pretty funny. The first time it happened, my brain went into a mini panic like, wait, there's no boobs to suck on? It was a devastating realization. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. Nice to meet you. See, why would a man be there?
Where the Can you imagine just having your partner above you and you're just like, where?
Where boob?
Just start lapping at the air. Girl, stop. People in the comments are saying, it's just a fuck buddy. It's just a fuck buddy. Nothing serious. Go get yourself a lady to fuck too, okay?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, why would a man be there? Just get on.
There is an obvious solution.
Fat man with boobs.
Moobs.
It's not the same.
I have to agree. They don't swing the same way.
Right.
They don't swing the same way.
They ain't got that swing.
Moobs. That was great. All right, y'all. So I'm going to read another gross story. All right. So I got a short message from someone who was talking about a very interesting experience they had when they were drinking. Let's just say there was pee involved.
There was pee?
There's a pee. The long and the short of it is that they were told, okay, during their drinking days, that they awoke and had to use the facilities. And so they stood upon the bed, crouched down on the bed, and just let loose like a waterfall.
I can see it.
It's
terrible.
They said that they thought they were in the bathroom, and I gotta say, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And I love that they're still together. What would happen?
So the plan was to go to the bathroom and crouch and piss on the floor?
I don't know. You asking the wrong person. Oh man, that story had me screaming. They said it with all the fun, with all the love. So I'm just laughing because God damn. But thank you for that personal write into that person. It was such a good laugh. I hope you have a good day. And I'm sorry for laughing as hard as I am. All right, guys. All right. We got one more personal write-in here. This one, I want Slappa to read. It's a gross one.
Why are you... I mean, that was a P one. It says, be warned. This one is kind of gross. It's actually super gross. And solidified my identity as an asexual. Hey, if anyone was on the edge, this might push you over. All right, listen up. So I was seeing this girl for a while, and I let a few red flags slide because I think red flags are pretty, and she was gorgeous. She was also certifiably insane, but that was fine because I am also certifiably insane. This is going well. I could see our future, and it was filled with wedding bells and Wellbutrin. It was the beginning to our perfect toxic lesbian love story. About 6 weeks in, I go over to her place. We planned a little movie night and a few rated R activities. We finish the movie, decide to grab Taco Bell, and head back to her place for the extracurricular activities we had on the schedule. We started sinning. I'm absolutely entranced. And she's on top of me. I had my eyes closed.
Boobs.
And also, He missed the boobs. Oh, I had my eyes closed. And also, apparently, my mouth open. She spits in my mouth. We did not brush our teeth. There was tortilla that did not belong to me in my mouth. This story made my wife beat me. That's how gross it is. I freak out and scramble up. She's asking me, what's wrong? I'm actively trying not to barf all over the bed. I think about spitting it back out, but in my mind, there's nowhere reasonable to do so.
Stop it.
I still myself swallow and finally explain what happened. Look what this story's doing to our family.
Oh my gosh.
She apologizes profusely. I take a beat to gather myself, and because I am also insane, we carry on. Let's keep going! I learned 3 things from this experience. I am spectacular at slinging silicone. Didn't know that about myself. I have trouble learning
What did you say?
from my mistakes. It is never too late to brush your teeth before sex, even if you've already started. It's good advice.
Silicone.
Why'd you say it like that?
Slinging silicone. I didn't even hear anything you said after that.
It's a good band name. Slinging silicone.
Let's keep going. I'm sweating.
Think about that silicone.
Oh my God.
How did I learn that last one? I'm glad you asked. The next day I feel it, the itching. I haven't had a yeast infection in years. So I do the stupid home remedies I used to use during my hoe phase, and I go pick up some Monistat. Which makes it so much worse. I get a UTI a couple days later. I'm downing cranberry pills like they're Vibes N Delites. The burning and itching both subside after about a week, but the damage was already done. To top it all off, she calls me to tell me she spray painted a Tesla with no mask on. Fucking kill me. I now have the worst headache I've ever had in my life. Maybe because I'm deeply disturbed at how terribly this has gone. It doesn't go away. As a matter of fact, it gets worse. I have ocular migraines, so I think nothing of it. When my vision starts to get blurry in one eye, it isn't until I start going colorblind in one eye that I realize there is cause for worry. After about a week of this head-splitting pain, and literally all of my friends begging me to go to the ER, I cave. The doctors asked me all kinds of questions, and I mentioned that I had a yeast and urinary tract infection the week prior to getting the headache and vision loss. Every time I answer a question, the ER doc gets more and more stressed. Eventually, they send me in for an MRI, and I fuck you not. 10 minutes in the ER, doc calls and makes them take me out of the machine to tell me I need to be admitted. I have no idea why. When I get done listening to the soothing sounds of medical EDM via my cursed MRI machine up to my bed in the neurology unit, they let me know that I'm being admitted because I'm experiencing optic neuritis due to an MS flare-up. I didn't know I had that.
Oh shit. So wait. So what? So you found out you have MS or optic optic neurotosis? Neuritis. No, seriously. Did you find out you had MS or did you find out about the optic thing? Or both at the same time? Like, god damn.
Yeah, maybe both.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sobbing. They're reassuring me that that they don't treat MS with leeches anymore.
MS.
And then they let
Leeches.
me know that MS flare ups can often be caused by stress, like your situationship, spray painting a Tesla with no mask on and going into hiding, and infections like yeast infections and UTIs. Don't worry, I'm physically fine. Medicine has advanced quite a bit since the leeches. Mentally, however, my friends will never let me live down the fact that I basically contracted multiple sclerosis from a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea that it was gonna go that far. Nah, that's not true. I did read it whenever they first sent it to me, and I sent them a bunch of shit like, "Oh my god," but I didn't read the end part about the diagnosis. Oh my gosh, oh that shit's crazy. Y'all are getting me. Okay, y'all are hilarious. All right. So I think I'm done telling gross stories. That was all of my scary stories, but oh my gosh, was it not wildly entertaining? Okay, listen, grab your vibes and delights, okay? Because I think we're done with the scary ones. The last ones that we have are just people's commenting on how they met, you know, even though this is episode 69, nice.
Nice.
We're still going to talk about sweet stuff too. This person was talking about what's the best how you met story. This person said that they have one. I met my boyfriend in the ER. This is not one of those cute movie things where he was my doctor or a nurse. He had fallen off a ladder and broke his leg, and I was suffering through the worst virus of my life. We met because I threw up on his shoes. I guess that's still pretty gross, right? Do y'all know the story of how me and Slappa met? It was good. I remember, have you ever seen Bob's Burgers? If you're my friend, then you've definitely seen Bob's Burgers. But there's the Prince of Persuasia, and he says, "Corner your princess." So that's basically what I did to that, like to Slappa, because I actually only started watching Bob's Burgers after we started dating. Like, I remember it was like one of the first few times I'd spend the night over at your house, and I put on Bob's Burgers for the first time and you were in the shower, and then we kept watching, and then the Prince of Persuasia eventually made his appearance in the Dr. Yap episode, and the first lesson is corner your princess, and that's exactly what I did. So me and Slappa met when his crazy sister and I used to be friends. We used to be karaoke queens in DFW, all from Addison to Denton to Louisville to everywhere. When Slappa came home, I was thinking I was going to miss the party. You know what I'm saying? I got off late and I didn't think I was going to make it in time. But whenever I got there, I made my appearance, and Slappa was standing in the corner looking mysterious and extra tall with them thick ass glasses on. And oh my gosh, I found the cutest picture of Slappa in those old glasses of his. I'll have him post it in the background here. But man, he had them big old glasses on, and he looked it good. He looked it like ribbed. Oh, it was great. So we were coming from Little Elm and going to Denton. If you're from Texas, you understand. That's a trek, okay? So you have to drive. So some people were piling up in his sister's car, which was a large SUV. But I, being in my hoe phase, was driving a Mustang, a convertible Mustang. And I came with my friend, who I also used to sleep with sometimes, because I would help him get girls, he would help me get guys. If we were unsuccessful, we would go home and sleep with each other. That's how it was. And then, but I met Slappa that night. So I had found my piece, you know what I'm saying? So I see Slappa, they're getting ready to go from Little Elm to Denton. And I figure my friend's trying to get with Slappa's sister. I'm going to get with Slappa, right? So me and him are like talking, and I'm just asking him questions like, hey, do you have your own car? Do you want to ride with me perhaps? This is my little Mustang right here. And you said what?
Will I fit in that?
Yeah, you said, will I fit in that? And I said, hell yeah. And then I probably told you the story of the Miata and how I used to sit a 6'1" dude in a Miata. I know you can fit in this, because I used to say that a lot. And then we get in the car, we're waiting for people to take off, and then my friend comes back. I thought he was gonna ride with Slappa's sister because he was trying to get with her. And so he gets in my car, he was like, oh, so is he gonna sit in the back seat? And I was like, oh, I thought you were riding with her. And then that motherfucker sat in the back seat of my Mustang, and the whole way there did not really talk much because the whole time I was probing Slappa, I was like, "Hey, so what kind of music do you listen to? What's your favorite thing to look like, watch? What do you like? Blah blah." Slappa did not give me anything.
I don't know you.
Then why are you in my car?
You look good.
Okay then, so you better open the fuck up so I can open these legs. No, I'm kidding. But but no, like I grilled him from Little Elm to Denton. What are your favorite musics? What is your favorite show? What's something cool that you like doing? You know, so like trying to get in there, trying to find any common ground with this dude. We get to a place called the Abbey Underground in Denton, and then we go in together. My friend meets up with Slappa's sister, and then they disappear into the underground. And then me and Slappa were just kind of sticking near each other. I offered him a drink. I offered him anything. I was just like, "You want to dance?" And he said yes. And there was this band called Star Party playing. You should look them up. Honestly, I don't know if they're still touring, and I'm pretty sure a lot of those people in that band are actually turning out to be terrible people because they were hurting people while they were really popular. If you know what I'm trying to get at, you know, musicians do that to their lady fans sometimes, but stuff like that started happening. But anyway, Star Party was playing, and they're like, what is it, a Daft Punk cover band, and so that, but they also make their own music too in the same style. So we were just dancing all night, and then I remember I was pretty drunk, and I knew I was gonna let my friend drive home most likely, or let Slappa drive because he wasn't driving or drinking. And then me and Slappa ended up in the back seat of my car. I've never been in the back seat of my own car before, making out the whole way home, like the whole way home. And then like um my friend was not successful with Slappa's sister. I didn't want to leave. And then my friend was left alone that night. Yeah, because he wasn't coming home with me because I found my next like my next
No, you went home.
no, I know, I found what I wanted. I didn't want to go with him.
Oh,
I wanted you.
okay.
And you didn't want me back. You know why? Because he said that I wasn't his girlfriend. He doesn't want to sleep with people unless they were dating. And then you know what he did? A week later, he asked me to be his girlfriend. And he said it so, he said my whole government name, y'all. He said my whole government name. And then I laughed at him because it was funny. I was dropping him off at his house, and he was like, Frinny, will you be my girlfriend? And I was like, oh wait, you're serious? Yes. And then I kept laughing at him. You know what's crazy though is I told him I wanted him to specifically ask me because I was freewheeling, you know, free falling. But you know, I was out, like I was trying to live my best life and run away from my feelings and my emotions and being a terrible person. But he was breaking me out of that cycle. Like Slappa really stopped a big, like I might not be alive right now. I don't think y'all understand like how bad I was headed. You know what I'm saying? I'm so thankful for this kid though. Like this kid right here. Yeah, this kid right here. I love him so much. He's always been there waiting for me and always there to hold my hand, to clean up my mess if I mess myself or I throw up on myself, or he was always there for all of that. Slappa's always been there. He helped me quit drinking. I love that guy. I love him so much.
Like, why are you talking about that?
Well, all right. Do you have anything you wanted to add about how when we first met?
You're very aggressive. I see your style.
You know, they call me at work the collector. They call me the collector at work because everybody comes with Frinny. Okay.
She just wants to claim people.
I am a claim handler.
You know, you can't just claim people you just met. Right?
You see that? That's a tattoo. Look at that tattoo. Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it. Branded. This was like the first tattoo we got together.
Well, then you're branded too, then.
Huh?
Oh, what that?
Ah!
What do you think of that?
Ah! I didn't think about it that way.
Played yourself.
Oh no. Well then, by that logic, damn non-logic and ass motherfucker. But all right, guys. That's all I had. I only had a few stories. I was wanting to mostly read like the personal write-ins and also like talk about these talking points because I just know the Discord's gonna be popping the fuck off because man, the way that I was crying during that story with the Taco Bell. Friend, I am so upset that happened, and I'm so sorry for laughing. But damn, that was funny as fuck. That was epic.
It's a good read.
That was amazing. So I do thank y'all. Thank you to everyone who was brave enough to share your stories. Thank you to everybody who was giving us feel goods and keeping their fingers crossed for us while we were trying to apply for a house. I'm so excited to be here. Well, oh man, and I just want everybody to be careful out there, really. I'll end it with just saying that I want everybody to just be careful. Slappa and I almost got. Almost. So close. They had a house that was like $1,200 and it was a 4-bedroom house and they were lying about how much the rent was for this place, and they wanted us to send all this money before we could even see the paperwork. It was crazy, and we almost did it because we kept losing houses. You know what I'm saying? We keep losing to like people who have the money to put a deposit down fast, who have the money to pay for application fees. You know what I'm saying? We're losing out to people who have more money than us, and so we thought that we should put some money down to secure ourselves on this perfect house. You know what I'm saying? But we almost got. I'm so thankful that we didn't. But we did see a beautiful house yesterday. It's only a 3-bedroom, which unfortunately means like all our plans to like bring our family together have been horrifically dashed. And that's why I haven't really posted any updates yet about our housing situations, because that same day is when my sister and I had to part ways on finding our home together because I have to move in 9 days. So, and I can't wait any longer. You know what I'm saying? But keep your fingers crossed for us. Keep your toes, your titties, keep your slappas crossed for you. Keep a slap across for me. But like, but no, seriously, like, please keep us in your thoughts. And if you can, shoe man, contribute. Please consider contributing to us because we still have to move. We still have to pay movers or at least a U-Haul for some fucking boxes. You know what I'm saying? We still have to afford a refrigerator. You know what I mean? So if you have it in you, and you can support, and you cannot support us, because I can support us once we get there, okay? Because I know how to do this. Frenny's got everybody, you know what I'm saying? But if you can help us get in there, it would be so appreciated. I had a really fun time reading these wild stories with you guys. If you have stories, please share us with them in the Discord. Join the Discord. Show us your pets. We love you so much. Please be safe out there. The housing market is terrible. The job market is terrible. And there are scammers out there waiting to take your last because they'd rather go for their fellow man than a corporation. And I'm not saying one is better than the other, but I am not your enemy, okay? So why are you targeting me? You know what I mean? But that's also easily answered, that we're easily targeted because we're desperate. And I understand that, but it doesn't make it right. Okay, but all right, cool. We love you guys. We can't wait to see your guys' comments and thoughts and your live reactions. And I will catch y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, guys. We love you. Nice.